old Godzilla was hopping around Tokyo City like a big playground. We've all heard the classic Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Well, as you all know, Mr. Rogers won with the bloodstained sweater. However, today I'm going to determine who would really win the Ultimate Showdown. So this is going to be an interesting episode. This isn't going to be like my usual animated talk about the characters and then do an animated fight about them, but this is going to be more or less a brief description of them, some rules, and then a ranking of who exactly comes out on top in the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. And as such, you can say some things to clarify. First things first, we gotta determine what version of the characters we are using here. We can assume that Godzilla and Batman, stuff like that, they're composite versions, and we can likely assume that Shaq is from the Shaq Fu version, stuff like that. But then you got weird things like Aaron Carter or Mr. Rogers. We don't know exactly if they're playing a character, or if they're literally just Mr. Rogers and Aaron Carter. So with this, we're gonna go out on a limb and say that for the characters who have a specific character, like Mr. Rogers can play Mr. Rogers, they're gonna be their character, but when stuff like Aaron Carter is just a normal dude. Same thing goes for Abraham Lincoln, so no Vampire Hunter or Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies Lincoln. Second, we are only going to be including named characters. So no background extras like Mario and Sonic, and also major characters only. So we are not going to be including characters like Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White, Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight, Benito Mussolini, and the Blue Meanie. So we're only going to be including Godzilla, Batman, Shaquille O'Neal, Aaron Carter, Abraham Lincoln, Optimus Prime, Jackie Chan, Indiana Jones, Chuck Norris, and Mr. Rogers. And with that out of the way, let's get to the ranking system. In dead last, we have Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter, from when I looked up, I'm hoping this is the right person, but apparently he's just some random actor or singer. They have no special abilities and maybe have acted in one movie, but this is just some normal dude here who tried to beat up Shaquille O'Neal. So he is dead last on the list. Following by this, we have Jackie Chan. Sure, Jackie Chan is a martial arts master, but since this is going to be just actor Jackie Chan, since the many characters Jackie Chan plays aren't just Jackie Chan, he unfortunately comes second last. Followed by that would be Shaquille O'Neal. Yes, Mr. Rogers outbeat Shaquille O'Neal, because again, Shaquille O'Neal's Shaq Fu cannot compare to Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, well, he's literally from the land of make-believe. Stuff Mr. Rogers thinks of can come to win at his whim. There's just one small issue with that. The guy's too nice. He'll last a bit, sure, but then he's not going to be able to make it far before someone ends up getting the jump on him. And with that, we've already narrowed it down quite a bit. You may have also noticed that most of the real-life characters are gone. So after the Care Bear on the list, next up comes Indiana Jones, with the whip and the magic stuff from his games, at least. Indiana Jones would then come next to Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is extremely powerful. He's literally just a giant mecha robot. Despite being very outplaced in the actual song, he actually would do surprisingly well, but then lose to Batman. Yes, Batman, as we go by him here, we consider he obviously is prepared for anything and has a ton of weaponry and gadgets at his disposal. If he were to show up to this fight, he'd come well prepared. The issue is no amount of preparation could prepare him for against Godzilla and Chuck Norris. The key thing with Chuck Norris here is that we view him here as the mean character, and Chuck Norris has actually published a book full of all the crazy stuff he's done, just burn up the sun, and stuff like that. So now this leaves us with two final options. The first to enter the Ultimate Showdown, Godzilla, and Chuck Norris. The winner? Godzilla! He'll be taking a victory again, being the only person in fiction fights to win twice now. He wins the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny for the sole fact that Chuck Norris, despite being extremely powerful, according to his fact book, it's only those 100 facts that are considered real. Now, yes, that makes him pretty powerful. Godzilla is a whole nother league, considering the fact all the stuff he's done. Since we're going to assume that Godzilla, again, is composite like Batman is. If we're going to assume this, Godzilla ultimately outweighs the cast in sheer size, power, his regenerative abilities, the amount of stuff he survived, and still experience. So, Godzilla would officially win the Ultimate Showdown, despite the fact that, and even though he was the first one in. Congratulations to the Big G for winning the second time in Fiction Fights. I'm Fiction Fight, and this is Fiction Fight.